This episode of Marijuana Today Daily is brought to you by our friends over at ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery, and now a national provider of hemp-derived CBD products through their newly launched Ease Wellness platform, which you can find over at easewellness.com. If you live in one of the 41 states where Ease Wellness delivers to through the mail, you're just 4 to 6 business days from taking delivery of a wide range of professionally curated CBD products. And of course, if you're in California, you can save yourself a few keystrokes and just zip over to ease.com, where you'll enjoy the otherworldly benefit of getting your adult use orders less than an hour after you place them. Whatever your legal marijuana delivery needs are, the chances are getting better by the day that Ease can be there for you. Find out just how easy Ease makes legal cannabis delivery over at ease.com and easewellness.com, with Ease spelled E-A-Z-E. Big thanks as always to everyone at Ease for helping support today's news. Good morning, Marijuana Nation. It's Tuesday, January 2nd, 2019, and you're tuned in to episode 649 of Marijuana Today Daily. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'll be walking you through today's marijuana news and headlines. As always, we have a full and busy day of cannabis news in our hands, so let's jump right into it. Multi-state operator Acreage Holdings, which you might remember for their hiring last year of former Republican Speaker of the House John Boehner, has been rejected by the NFL as an advertiser in this year's Super Bowl. Acreage Holdings is one of the largest companies in the industry with a market cap up over the $2 billion mark and produced a 30-second TV ad which it submitted to the NFL for the Super Bowl on the positive benefits of medical marijuana. But the NFL is not quite there yet on cannabis and told Acreage to take a hut hike with their marijuana ad. Apologies for that. It's going to be quite the spectacle when the NFL finally changes and accepts marijuana ads, but it's not going to be this year. I should probably drop a little bit of disclosure here as we produce the Green Rush podcast for the folks over at KCSA Communications, which counts Acreage Holdings as a client. Amanda Chicago Lewis has a great long-form story up over at Wired.com that picks apart and parses the story of how the cannabis company Weedmaps has been doing business in California. This is a big story with lots of moving parts, but the distillation of the headline breaks down to how Weedmaps chose to keep listing unlicensed California marijuana businesses, even as it was charging legitimate and licensed shops tens of thousands of dollars a month to maintain their top spots on search results, right alongside the unlicensed shops who were avoiding all the extra costs of complying with state marijuana laws. I highly recommend that you swing over to this one for the full read. As always, we have all the news we cover linked to on our website at mjtodaydaily.com and on our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily. Wrapping up today's news is a big story over at Politico, looking at the huge potential that progressive marijuana reform has for the year 2019, with writer James Higdon pitching it as our biggest year yet. This is another story that you really want to read in full today, as it nicely pulls out all the major developments in federal cannabis policy work while framing alongside all the big changes at the state level. This is also a big headline today just because of where it was published. There are going to be a lot of non-industry folks reading this one today. Make sure you do as well. Those are our top stories for today. It's time for Marijuana Today Daily Headlines Blitz. Before we blitz out on headlines, let's quickly thank our sponsor, Ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery, and now a national provider of hemp-derived CBD products through their newly launched Ease Wellness platform, which you can find over at easewellness.com. Today, you can save 20% off the cost of select products from Caliva, thanks to Ease's awesome, ever-changing daily deals. Just fill up your shopping cart with picks from the list of daily deals and slap down the discount code Caliva to cut 20% off the cost of your order. And while you're at it, keep scrolling down on ease.com to check out the whole range of legal adult use products up for order there. If you like getting exactly what you pay for when you buy legal cannabis, then you're going to love being a customer of Ease. Swing over to ease.com if you live in California to get legal cannabis products delivered right to your door in less than an hour, and easewellness.com if you live outside the Golden State, hopefully in one of the 41 U.S. states where Ease Wellness delivers to. One last time, that's ease.com and easewellness.com, with Ease spelled E-A-Z-E. All right, time for the Blitz. High Times Holding, the parent company of High Times Magazine and the Cannabis Cup series, just announced that it is buying Spannabis, the largest legal cannabis industry conference to take place in Europe. The as of yet unclosed deal is worth $7 million in all and will have High Times paying $3 million in cash, with the rest to be made up in stock, with a couple of milestone payments for performance built in. Spannabis, as you might have guessed, takes place each year in Spain, with its upcoming March show being its 16th year in existence. High Times has been on a bit of an acquisitive tear over the last year or so, having already scooped up industry media companies Dope Magazine and Green Rush Daily, as well as a number of other smaller industry events. Marijuana Business Daily's chart of the week shows how the state of Illinois' medical marijuana industry fared in 2018, with a month-by-month breakdown of sales figures divided between dry flower and concentrates and infused products. I think it's super helpful to see data like this. In this particular case, sales in both categories grew over the year, but in terms of raw growth percentage, traditional flower underperformed its more processed cousins by a significant factor. Kyle Yeager over Marijuana Moment does a good update to a storyline we first picked up back in 2017 in New Mexico, with a case involving a licensed medical marijuana company that was barred from presenting educational information about legal medical cannabis at the 2017 New Mexico State Fair. Ultra Health was set to present an exhibition on medical cannabis at the state fair, but was told not long before the event that it would not be able to show actual medical cannabis, either in real, synthetic form or even in pictures, because fair organizers decided that medical marijuana was not family friendly. Ultra Health sued over that decision, and the long-running case finally was resolved last week in U.S. District Court, where a judge ruled in favor of Ultra Health. Another good story to read in full. Canada's National Post takes an interesting look at the growing use of medical cannabis by seniors. This is an instructive piece for sure and has the double benefit of featuring long-time and well-respected drug reform activist Ethan Nadelman, founder and former executive director of the Drug Policy Alliance. The case for older folks to use medical marijuana is a strong one, so this is a storyline that's not going to go away. Canadian marijuana company the HEXO Corporation just announced that it is looking to raise $50 million in funding through the issuing of public stock, with that figure being in Canadian dollars. New Cannabis Ventures has all the important details and numbers on this one. Marijuana Moments Kyle Yeager grabs a two for today with another good longer form story looking at the marijuana bona fides of California Senator Kamala Harris, who just announced yesterday that she is running for president as a Democrat in the 2020 elections. Senator Harris is both a former district attorney and state's attorney general, so she does not come from a background that's always been super friendly to marijuana reform, but as Kyle nicely points out, she's evolved her position on legal cannabis in recent years to become a pretty solid ally for our cause. If you have any stomach to handle 2020 presidential campaign news yet, this is one I'd probably also read today. Our final story today is another marijuana moment, this time with Polly Washburn pulling together a great comprehensive look at all the state-level marijuana-related legislation that was worked on and over in 2018. Marijuana Moment has a good legislative tracking page on their site, which Polly says has 915 cannabis-related bills listed for last year. This one's deep in detail and accompanying data, so I'd also read this one. Just one of those days. Those are the headlines and news for the day. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning with another information-packed episode of Marijuana Today Daily. But in the meantime, if you have any stories to share or feedback to give, zip us an email to headlines@mjtodaydaily.com. And while you're clicking around the interwebs, swing over to our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily and visit our website at mjtodaydaily.com to find links to all the news we cover. Thanks to our sponsor, Ease, and to all of our awesome Patreon listeners for the support that makes this show possible. To join the lesser ranks of the Patreon listeners yourself, swing over to our website at mjtodaydaily.com and click on that big blue button at the top of the page that says Become a Patron. I'm your host, Shay Gunther. Thanks for tuning in and starting your day with marijuana today. Today.
One take, Shay. One take.